Neighbor, how long has it been since you had a big, thick, steaming bowl of Wolf Brand jelly? Well, that's too long.
Hello! Can you hear me? yes, you can. It's been a long week. I'm the Shasta one. Welcome back. First things first, Dexter the main man. Thanks for the follow right off the bat. Very nicely. Very kind. Hey, Tommy, right off the bat, man. Good to see you. I hope you are doing well as well. It's been a long week for me away from the PC. Not all bad. Not all good. You know, a solid mix of things. And I'm really looking forward to just getting right back into it, baby. So without further ado, with the Shasta Fact moment, let's dance. I don't have all the time in the world today, but we can definitely make do with the time that we have. Where the heck am I? I'm out here in the middle of the... Oh, geez. What is going on here? Oh, well, let's just like fly off the shore, I guess, you know? See what we got going on. Can I even like get out of it? Hello? Can I get out of this? Hey, there we go. So let's just get right into what I plan on doing today and what I'm currently working on. You might have some ideas looking at what we got going on here. Last night, I found myself a pillager outpost and like, look at all these friendlies down here. What up, Sauce? Yeah, dude, deep into the 500 days. I have more days in this Minecraft world than Joseph Gordon-Levitt had days of summer with Zoe Deschanel. I'm going deep. That was almost a topical reference. That one's only about 10 years old at this point. I'm making progress on those. So, what we got going on here? Maybe you've already surmised this from the stream title. But this is my quest for proper immortality. To defy Tommy Doodah's expectations of creating a new hardcore world today or ever again. Barring incident, once this operation is fully powered up and ready to go, I will never have to worry about dying ever again! In theory, at least. I've decided it's time. It's time to make a raid farm. And, teenagers would not understand that reference. To 500 Days of Summer. But yes, a raid farm, ladies and gentlemen. What is a raid farm? Why do I want it? Well, quite simply because these raid doodahs, if you will, to borrow one from Tommy's former last name, they drop totems of undying, and I only have ever had 2. I'm down to my last one in my left hand after my wither fight a couple streams ago. And so I've decided that it's time. It's time to put together a nice raid farm and get infinite totems of undying. I don't have to worry about it anymore. Absent Crabson, hello! Welcome, and good to see you. Hope you are doing well. I was just explaining the shenanigans I expect to get into today. Which, let me see if, first things first, let me head back home. Tommy's got to get back to the poker tables. Well, good luck. I know you don't need luck. You got all that skill. Actually, you know, luck is still a thing with poker, so I hope you bluff the pants off of them. That's what I hope. I hope to hear. So I am about 4,000. I'm 4 kilometers. Let's do this right. I'm 4 kilometers north of my base. Haven't really done much of anything. Most because I was, you know, without power for 2 days, and then longer than 2 days, actually. I spent some of those days out of town. So basically, I just wasn't even playing Minecraft. My power went out at 10:30 a.m. Thursday morning. Lots of ice on the lines outside. I was listening to fallen branches landing on my roof as the ice brought them down. It was nice until inevitably I lost power. And it wound up being a great breath of fresh air, man. I dragged a chair over by the window. The only light that I could get was from the sun. Read a book. An awesome book, by the way. And it was a nice unplugged couple days. I think that even Zeta would agree with that. Boba! Balloon Fire, welcome. I hope you are doing well. I've been thinking about you as your country's been in the headlines over the past few weeks. Tommy's up 2,500 last week. Not bad, man. Not bad. That's solid. Still alive, Lamau. Glad to hear it. Hope you're thriving, man. And this current events aren't weighing too heavily on you. So, what I did last night, what I did off stream basically, was I just gathered enough resources to make this raid farm. I gathered the resources, I found the tower, and that was all I did. Because mostly I wanted to put in the work on stream. You know? I wanted you guys to follow along as usual, painstakingly follow step by step over the course of hours a Shulkercraft video that you can't see. That's just off screen for you guys. But I know, it had just been a hot minute. Oh, and look at this. While we're airborne, check this out. Yeah, that's looking... I'm clearing out some trees. I'm putting down a patented torch grid. I'm expanding my house. I don't know about my house, but I'm expanding my fenced-in yard. How about that? Acid Crab said, that's awesome. 132. I don't know much about that, but that's pretty boss. Psychologist test my IQ at 132, which feels crazy. Not that. Yeah. That's got to feel good. And it's also got to feel good just to be talking to your psychologist and being able to have a nice back and forth with them. As I think Tommy said it better than I could ever possibly say. You just understand yourself a bit better, which is super important step. Balloon Fire speaking about me. Balloon Fire is fine. Excellent. Very glad to hear it. And yeah, I'm sure the news it's complicating things for you. Oh man, I got some extras too. I went into the Nether and I was just digging around. And I did not go into the Nether on stream just because I thought I might stress Killberry out. No, that's just the way it shook out. Like I could have streamed yesterday, but like I don't know. Like I said in the Discord, my brain was just a pile of molten slag, and I probably could not get too much meaningful English out of it yesterday. So today, before Wednesday night trivia, I'm giving it the old college try. I've got a few things lined up. Obviously, I have an ocean monument farm on my mind. All right, Tommy, good luck. Good luck with the poker. Good luck with a job interview and work. I'm glad you stopped by, dude. And I'm familiar with that phenomenon, as the Crapson. I've at least at like a textbook level, I've read a little bit about that. About how maybe sometimes we need to rethink our curriculum because it's very specifically designed for a specific group of people. And that just leaves a lot of people unfairly in the dust. You're the man, Tommy. You're the man. He says, I promise that I would always have when I have a minute, and I keep those promises. I appreciate it, dude. All right, what else can I drop off here? Definitely that zombie flesh. Business is booming in the cactus farm, by the way. Got over a double chest here. And just about, actually probably, oh yeah, I was not quite AFKing, but working in this area quite a bit. I got enough to fill that up once my inventory isn't crazy. I got a level with you guys, though. I found the pillager outpost thing. I did find it with one of those fancy schmancy maps, like we did with the end. the end cities. Which, you know, I just wanted to level with you. I wanted to get that out in the open. I'm here to create content, and I didn't feel like that was cheating because it turns out that, yeah, the closest one is like 3,000 blocks away from my house. And in a very specific direction, and I never would have found it without scoping things out. So, anyway, got that off the table. I didn't stumble across this tower all natural like, as maybe some would prefer. But I am looking forward to making this raid farm. It's kind of bizarre. Basically, like, I guess you create a small village. A village of one villager. Up top in the middle of the ocean. You go to the reason that you need the raid tower, or however you want to call it, the outpost. The reason why you need the outpost is because you want to intentionally get that bad omen enchantment. You know, when you kill the guy who was carrying the banner, you want to get that intentionally. Take it back to your village of one villager, and ooh, you know what? While I got you guys, would it really be a Shasta 1 Minecraft stream if I didn't get hopelessly derailed and sidetracked on something? What do we got here? Fire charge is neat. Hey, Micah. Good to see you. Hope you're kicking this Wednesday's butt. Ooh, that's some good world geography, man. I'll tell you what, since I got back from New Orleans, I've just been, I don't know, I have spent a few hours in front of Minecraft yesterday, and that was really my first Minecraft since streaming. And I was basically just I threw on a podcast, threw on like some videos, watched the initial teardowns of the Steam Deck from a few YouTube personalities, and I was mostly just clearing wood. Nothing too extravagant or exciting. Let's see, I still got 700 blocks to go before I run into this thing, and I gotta head in this direction a little bit. Of course, Balloon Fire's out here living in the future. 2222 over there, in fact. What, you thought he was just talking about being, you know, on Thursday? A whole 200 years ahead of the rest of us. Okay, actually, I think I have some concerns here. I think that, oh boy. I'm gonna have to get a villager out here. That's the concerning part. Let's see. Oh, come on. Get my little tutorial video set up over here. You know what? I'll just do the old-fashioned. Look over to my left. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Yep. First thing we gotta do is get a villager out here. Fortunately, that will not be too hard, I don't think. Okay, so he just used a bunch of temporary dirt and powered rails to get a minecart up there. And, oh wow, okay. Okay, yeah, we can do this. I ain't scared. All right, Abs and Crabs, and take care of yourself. Thanks for stopping by. Glad to hear it. Glad to hear your good news. And hopefully I'll catch you next time. Where are we at here? Where are we at? Okay, so if we just go over this little hill, look at that. There's a village right here. Like that worked out absurdly well. Dang, dude, they're successful enough they got an iron golem. They got a nice picturesque spooky cave right here in the middle of the village. Like, this is nice. I'm not going to go too deep into this cave. Like, that's just I don't have the time, and I got to stay somewhat consistent, right? Can't get too sidetracked. I don't know. I think you all like random Minecraft adventures as much as I do. Man, this is one of those where like I've got A whole... Don't get killed by a creeper, please. Oh, man. Balloon fires coming for the follower count. Humble beginnings, man. I remember when I had 12 followers. Wait, have you been streaming? I thought I thought I was following you. Turn on a little notification bell. That's hype, dude. Oh god. That's a... We gotta get out of here. Okay, we're good. Yeah, that's enough caving for me. Dude, I'll make that 13 follows. I follow Micah's streams pretty religiously. I check in on Extanium and Chevy every so often. That's kind of how I Twitch. Anyway, are there actually villagers here or just the Iron Golem? Like, where... This is a little unsettling. Like, where are you guys? Seeing that yellow bed reminded me, like, I chuckled out loud to myself last night because I was like, what color of bed should I make for this build? Because it requires exactly one bed. And I had an excess of black dye from building my cactus farm. You know, gotta have those green cactus, or excuse me, those black cactus spikes. Finally, bro, what's up? How am I going to do this? Maybe he should be free to walk for now. And then... Okay, how do I do this? I wonder if I can just get him in a boat. I wonder how far I can go in a boat. Yeah, let's try that. Put some of my excess goods in here so I can actually make a boat. Build the main construction first, then kidnap one. That's probably a good idea. Let's just see how far... Oh, will they just kill him? Yo, I had trouble finding one villager, and I just turned around and they're all right here. Oh, crap. I can't do the boat because I'm going to take it right past. I'm seriously troubled waters. Oh, well, you know, there's a lot of villagers here, and some of you may die, but that is the risk that I'm willing to take. Bird Religion Club. All right, who's hopping in, boys? Yeah, cleric it is. All right, we got a fresh opening at the local church. Let's go. We didn't go very far, did we? Like, this seems rude. My boat shouldn't be able to get stuck on, like, a lip that's this tall, you know? Oh my god. I always start a stream feeling like I'm crushing it. Then something like this humbles me really quick. Alright. Oh, we made it. If we just cut across right here. Yeah! Alright, we're good, we're good. For how long? Not long. Let's get cheat this a little bit. All right, we're back on our way. This is good. This is good. Gonna bust out my lime green bed. Oh, I never got to the punchline of my new black dyed bed. I decided to you know, we have red bed redemption, And when the bed is black, of course, that's Black Betty. Beddy, you know? Thank you. I'll be here all night. Suda, professional kidnapper as well as rapper, multi-talented. All right, this is where we're gonna just pull on over here. Get away from that tower. Hopefully none of them like run up and start killing me. Of course this place has chickens. It took me I don't know, like I'm trying to think. Over one in-game day, like over 26 hours of gameplay just to find a single stinking chicken on this godforsaken realm. Okay, so what we're actually going to need here is... What's up, Quantagon? I'm a land pirate, doing a little land sailing. You know, I could... This is a thought. Nope, don't do it. It's like, I could just try to find my way back home through that nether portal that I built just for that purpose, but... you know, the elytra works well enough. I'll roll with it. Oh, I would like to... I've been putting this off. I would like to reintroduce you guys to a former regular on Shasta streams. Been away for a long time, replaced by a transparent Nukes Cup. But, baby, we got the OG back. The red jug is back in action. Let me just re-up my glider real quick. I'm going to take a powerful swig. Red jug! It's back, baby! Woo! It is just as leaky as it ever was. That's a nice little harbor down there. I was taking fat pulls from it while I was watching the Nintendo Direct, and I'm just saying, you know, I've been a pretty dedicated Minecraft streamer for a long time, but I might have to do some capture card work for my Switch here pretty soon. This is so dumb. Let me explain. Let me just color your opinion before I even explain what is dumb. Back in, what, 2017? 2016, maybe? God, I'm old. I streamed Earthbound. No, it was like late 2017. I streamed Earthbound, basically like top to bottom on Twitch. And it's to this day, one of my favorite games that I've ever played through on a Twitch stream. Just because, like, it was my first time completing top to bottom this beloved game from my childhood. Very much like in the vein of Final Fantasy III in the cold winter of 2020. It was a great experience. I was super green at streaming. Like, it was pretty raw, but I had a blast with it. And they just announced that Earthbound is coming to their Super Nintendo Online for the Nintendo Switch. And it's actually going to be on there later today. Here's why it's dumb. I've already beaten Earthbound. Key to me beating Earthbound was, you know, let's say a 2x turbo boost feature that is available on, you know, some modified Super Nintendos, and I hear there's these things called emulators where that kind of thing can happen on them too. And that 2x turbo was very crucial for me to beat Earthbound, because the final 10th of that game is like super grindy. It's painfully grindy, and it's not fun. You just have to kill. You have to battle lamps and hippies and little UFOs over and over and over and over, and it's brutal, dude. So I could play through Earthbound all the way through, because it's been a long time, and I could try to beat it, you know, legitimately without the 2x turbo boost multiplier. But playing it without the 2 times turbo boost multiplier also sounds just hella painful. So that's something I am unexpectedly wrestling with this afternoon. Will I ever stream on an official localization of Mother 3? Yes. Yes, I will. A proper sequel to Earthbound. Yes. OG hardware, and in fact, am fluent in Japanese. Now, that was the magic of Earthbound. It was the only one of the 3 Mother games, it being actually Mother 2 in Japan, named after a John Lennon song. A little bit of Shasta fact moment there. It was the only one that was released in English. What's up, Zimba? Yes, there is a fan translation of Mother 3 out there. I just wish they would just release it on official. I'm dumb about that, just like I'm dumb with Minecraft mods and arbitrary. You know, it's the same inconsistent part of my brain. It's just I want to wait to play Mother 3 when you know, I don't want to spoil it for me, so I actually will buy the dang game if and when they release Mother 3 on some proper American hardware. Right. I still had some things to do. Yeah, so Earthbound is called what it is because it was actually released in United States and Europe, I believe, officially back in like 1994. 1995. It was kind of it was received poorly, one because the Nintendo Ultra 64 was hitting the rumor mill, and a 2D JRPG was seen as kind of passé when you know, all this grand 3D video gaming universe was right around the corner. And also their advertising in North America was hostile. I really think that's the best way to put it. It was just hostile. Like it came with scratch and sniff cards, and their big like advertising push was Earthbound. This game stinks. Because at key parts of the game, you're supposed to like scratch off this scratch and sniff, and they're all like, their smells were awful, like boogers, and which, you know, I think, you know, we're all kind of smelling boogers. They're up your nose at any given point, right? But it was just like, you know, gross out smells. And people saw this game stinks in their Electronic Gaming Monthly and Nintendo Power magazines and thought that, wow, they're being literal, and they really saved me a purchase here. This game looks weird. Your weapon is what? A baseball bat? Nah, okay. It's one of those, Micah, where like, it's kind of like, well, I was gonna say it's kind of like Undertale, just from like the fan base perspective. Which I should be clear that Undertale is heavily influenced by Earthbound. So there's that. But also like Rick and Morty, like, you know, it's one of those things where the fan base is so rabid about how good it is, and oh my god, I gotta tell all my friends they have to see this, that it's almost a turnoff when you finally do play it and you're like, oh, this is actually just like a fun JRPG for the Super Nintendo that has a pretty dang good sense of humor about it, and it's peacefully fun. So I could hype it up because I feel very strongly about it, but I think that that's probably the best way to say it. So it does not really lean that hard into Japanese culture, I would say. What it is, and yellow, Random Sweet. I got to get to that Steam Deck discussion in a second, dude, because I got a lot to say about that. So what I love most about Earthbound's writing is that it is very much, it's like a Japanese person's, it's like Japanese culture's impression of North American culture. So it's like a funhouse mirror look at what America was like in the mid 1990s. It's super, just, it's quirky, it's bizarre, it's done with love, and whoever translated it from the original Japanese did a brilliant job of taking those jokes and making them land. There's also a lot of Beatles references scattered throughout. Like I said, Mother is actually a John Lennon song. The creator was a huge, and still is, a huge Beatles fan, so there's a lot of that. I think that's also why there's a few licensing issues, keeping it from being keeping like Mother 3 from being reintroduced to the American market. There's a pretty transparent ripoff of Johnny Be Good, for example, in the first town. Oh, I don't know. I love Earthbound to death, and I'm pretty stoked that it's on Switch, even if I may not play it all the way through, because like I said, the grind is pretty painful towards the end, but oh, it's worth it. Undertale is actually based on Steven Universe because Sans is Steven? Really? Actually, I think that I played through Undertale on stream specifically because a good friend of mine from the Humble server, Broken Glass, specifically wanted me to stream it because he wanted to get like my live reaction to playing that game in real time, which I dutifully did because he was pretty persistent about it, and I thought it was pretty curious. So I played through that game in real time with all like the highs and lows that come with it, and I really enjoyed it. Time to make a stupid amount of booster rails. Not stupid enough. We can get stupider. Let's go. And I feel like Undertale's kind of in the same genre. Well, it is in the same genre. I kind of feel like it's in the same box as Earthbound gets put in that, like, it's good, and it's more about it's definitely more about the story and the experience of playing than the gameplay itself. The gameplay is kind of rudimentary, which is okay. You know, some games lean heavy on stories, some on gameplay mechanics. That you could be a good game if you experience both. Let's get just really stupid. Can I get one more in there, I think? Yeah. 2 full stacks of power rails. Let's go, baby. Do I have drops enabled? That's a Twitch thing, right? I assume I do not have drops enabled. Like, I think I've seen that in the settings before. Quantagon says, Undertale is actually a wholesome game, which I feel like it is. With a brutal fandom, potentially it will be vicious against people who decide to murder a single NPC to gain XP, when in reality the consequences players to learn upon their own circumstance. You want to get the good ending. Yeah, preach, Quantagon. Like, it's one of those where, like, the whole premise of the game is a spoiler. So, like, even trying to describe what makes Undertale good is a spoiler. And that also makes it really hard to sell. Oh my God! Oh, I see what I see what you did there, Alpine. I got you. And I'm kind of the same way, Micah. I think that the only story games that I've really gotten through are like Undertale and obviously the Life is Strange series. To the Moon. To the Moon I did not stream, which is probably good because like nobody wants to see me ugly cry on camera. Like that one really just Oh, it was so good. I wonder if I would react the same way in 2022 as I did in 2014. Who knows? Who knows? Yeah, I was just, you know, I was being subtle about it, Quantagon. So like people wouldn't be paying too much attention, be like, "Oh shit. Oh, okay. Okay." That's what this game is about. I wonder if I have enough iron to make a decent amount of rails. Uncle Moneybags over here. All right, let's make a few more sticks. How many will this make? A lot. A whole lot. Oh God, that's way too many. Nah, that's good. That's good. We'll need these eventually. Just as I've learned here recently, if you have a problem with inventory space, just throw a shulker box at it. Look at me! Look at me! Developing as a Minecraft player. Alright, throw those in there. That'll be good. Need a whole lot of temporary blocks. These can also go in there. That'll also be fine. Gucci, baby. Yeah. No, I remember you like discussing. We discussed that same thing during Life is Strange 2, where like hard decisions in a video game is brutal. I think that I've gotten better at just like making a decision and just accepting that I gotta roll with it. Maybe Life is Strange is part of what made me better at that. I think that I've made that change because I can't go. I only have so many nights on this earth, and I can't spend a good chunk of them agonizing over my decisions. I gotta roll. I gotta roll with it. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I think as you swerve into your 30s, you kind of just start being. It's not that you care less. It's that you're a little more choosy about what you decide to care about. Oh yeah, Zimba. Like, To the Moon had no gameplay whatsoever. This was like, the derivative term walking simulator? Like, To the Moon is peak walking simulator. In that it was done in Game Maker, like the basic 2D engine. It's not gameplay at all. Like a few like crazy puzzles. But To the Moon. The story is just that good. Look at that, Outer Worlds, which I have bought. I just haven't played. Has wonderful decision outcomes no matter what. See, okay. Taking that burden off of my shoulders when I eventually play that. Of course, I bought that. I made a classic rookie mistake. I bought that game, and I don't know when I'm going to play it next. Yumi Nikki. Steam Deck. I'm getting there. We're having a pretty spirited conversation as this stream kicks off. We're only 37 minutes into it. We're just getting started, baby. Speaking of things that eat me up inside. Oh, you had your first unsupervised roast yesterday. Yeah, really? What, just like some random person come by and say mean things on stream? Man, thankfully that's a pretty rare thing. Like, especially like you've been streaming for a while. That's your first one, and it's you never expect it. It comes out of nowhere, and then you gotta like deal with it on the fly, and like, oh my god, I'm overthinking this, and you're overthinking things on camera. That's never a good spot to be in, man. That sucks. I feel ya. It's been a little bit since I had to deal with that myself. I guess I had a light one a few weeks ago. But I've been there. I know how it goes. Yeah, Witcher. I know that Witcher 3 had some great decision-making moments, but unfortunately, there's just so much unenjoyable gameplay in between for me. Oh, he's talking about a coffee roast. First bad roast. Ruined the first of 4 coffee. Well, that's, in my opinion, that's at least a lighter. That's a lighter roast. I want the dark roast approach. Still anxious about the other 3 roasts. Probably did fine. Didn't have that affirmation during the roast, so you've been second guessing. Oh no, that would keep me up. That would. That stinks. Oh, okay, man. Steam Deck, right? I spent so much time over the past couple days watching these Steam Deck hardware reviews and teardowns, just because like the first Steam Deck review embargo is finally over. Thank goodness. Been ready for this, been waiting. And I'm hyped, man. I can't control the hype. It's pretty much like it's what I wanted it to be. And my concerns really haven't been about the Steam Deck itself. Like, I've got a pretty good idea of what I'm getting into being a Linux gamer. What I was concerned about is like to what extent am I wearing rose-colored glasses with the capability of Proton and the out-of-the-box like Steam on Linux experience that Valve is providing? Because for me, like I've been on Linux for so long that some things that would just scare the pants off of a normal computer user I'm just like, you know, okay, just copy and paste this command. This is what a Wednesday looks like. And, you know, KDE specifically, because that's what Steam Deck is using, and that's what I'm using as my display environment. Like, it's come such a long way as far as like usability is concerned, but how much of that is really going to be reflected in the Steam Deck? I'm curious about all of that. And so it was a huge relief for me and just very satisfying to see the just infinite positivity that has been coming from these reviews of the Steam Deck hardware. Keep in mind, they haven't really been able to lay into the software quite yet. That's still embargoed until I think February 25th. But it's so encouraging to hear them gushing about the quality of the hardware, because like I loved my Steam controller. I had my issues with it as well, but it's a solid piece of hardware that's still being updated this day, which is kind of crazy. Let me see. Hey, that's cool. You like Windows 11 a lot? Hey, that just means that Windows is it's making progress. Good for it, Imagine using a Steam Deck to play I Am Bread while in a restaurant. I still haven't played I Am Bread. So let me catch back up. Up until now, I had a professional sitting next to me while Micah roast coffee, making sure things didn't go horribly wrong and didn't burn the place to the ground. Yeah, but nobody bats 1,000, Micah. Especially when you're just getting off the ground and it's your first experience, one of your first experiences, like away from a professional, like you said. So, that may keep you up at night, but I feel like that's just like a growing experience, and that kind of like dread and anxiety that you feel is just it's a motivator to keep getting better and keep getting more consistent and putting out the best product that you can. That's the way that I've kind of weaponized my own insecurities. It's just by finding that silver lining and framing it as a growing experience and a learning experience. And that's helped me a lot in the past few years in my both personal and professional lives. Allow yourself to make mistakes, even on occasion if they're expensive and time-consuming mistakes, because you will grow from the experience and you'll get better at the task that you're working on. It's tough to sit through, but baby, it's worth it. It's necessary. I'm also curious about your thoughts on Windows 11. Maybe on the next coffee stream, get you to elaborate on that, or just like chill in the Discord sometime. Zimba says, I like the idea of a Steam Deck, but it seems more like a PC version of a console, which is why I don't want it. Yeah, it is like a Switch take on the PC, in that you can just use like any USB-C dongle, USB-C to HDMI dongle to like hook it up to a TV. It could be your PC like in the house if you really wanted it to. They're releasing a dock. But yeah, its main appeal is being able to just take it on the go. And combined with Steam Cloud saves, you can just pick up right where you left off. That's the idea of it. What I'm most excited about for the Steam Deck is just not leaving my house with it. I fully plan on just playing it on the couch, because like sitting down to play a PC game, I think that's why I kind of struggle with PC gaming sometimes, is that sitting down to play a PC game is such a deliberate act. I have a corner of my house, which is where my PC sits, and I sit down very deliberately in front of this keyboard, in front of my circle of monitors, and I game. And something about like how intentional that is rubs me the wrong way. I just want to be able to like be sitting on my couch and looking over and seeing the console right there, seeing and just like picking it up, not leaving the couch, leaving whatever I have on TV or YouTube or some bullshit, and just like play. Maybe I'm in bed and I just want to like wind down, and I don't want to wind down by like doom scrolling on the internet. Bam, Steam Deck. Like that's the appeal of the Steam Deck to me. And also, of course, you know, moving Linux gaming forward, yada yada yada. It improves my desktop experience as well. That's also a perk. You know, I do have a vested interest in, you know, Steam on Linux continuing to be a thing and to be continuous improvement on that front as well. Not because I'm a Linux fanboy, mind you, but because I think that all of us, no matter, we should have more choice on the operating system side of things. Oh, shit. Well, that's a nice set of armor you got there, buddy. Yeah. Yeah, I goofed. Yeah, $80 mistake. That hurts, man. But, you know, like I said, it's that kind of thing is inevitable. Yeah, there you go, Zimba. If I had more ready access to trains, then that'd be awesome. I feel like our European friends across the pond get a little more train time than the average American with the Steam Deck. But dude, definitely. I keep thinking about before COVID, you know, my job required quite a bit of travel. Some like time living in hotel rooms. And the Steam Deck would be perfect for that because I'm not going to pull out a laptop and try to play a mouse and keyboard game or a controller game like on a plane. It's just inconvenient enough for me to be like, that's gross. But something like a Switch or a Steam Deck, absolutely no qualms pulling out like on a plane seat and just gaming away. Bro, I'm going to kidnap you so hard. Just trying to lead him over here. So close. Yes! The Windows 11 feels the most consistent visually for Micah. Design inconsistencies, outdated software are my main gripe with Windows. 11 it feels like a more like fresh coat of paint. Like they actually tried to bring some consistency to the platform. Still some random things that look like Windows 7, but they're fewer and farther between, at least in his limited use so far. That's pretty hype. And I feel like I don't know, this basically, I feel like that's something that Windows has been working towards slowly but surely since like the Vista days. Like that's when the Windows design language probably most radically shifted was the change to Aero, you know, that nice glassy look. And there's been like these tools that have been around since the Windows 9X days, 90X days, 95, 98 that are still like pretty crucial parts of the system, and there's only so much you could put lipstick on that visual design pig, if you don't mind me saying so. And I feel like I felt like Windows 10 was really the closest thing to that. So it makes sense, and it's encouraging to me that Windows 11 would further develop on that idea. Dude, do I still remember Windows 8? I was working on Windows 8 for work today. I spent about 7 hours on Windows 8 today. It was just, you know, that maybe this is just like recency bias. I feel like Windows 8 was more of a misfire for me than Vista. Like, at least Vista's problems were mostly just its, you know, initial lack of driver support and also, you know, being put on obsolete hardware. You know, the steep jump in system requirements kind of held Vista back. Where Windows 8 was just like, hey guys, what if we just completely remove the start menu and also, yeah, threaten to remove Windows, the classic Windows like X32 API altogether? Yeah, what if we just threaten to lock this down via an app store? Granted, I'm grateful for both Windows Vista and Windows 8 in kind of a snarky Linux way, you know. Vista's the reason why I pursued a career in programming to begin with. because that led me to discover Linux. All right, thank you, Vista, for showing me that there's other things. Hello, Xtanium. I didn't say hi to you. I said hi to you just now. And Windows 8, of course, led Valve to release Steam on Linux, so I'm pretty happy with that. All right, let's get started with some of these rails. Okay, so now this guy should be, yes, he should be safe. You sent a message before. Ah, man, you know, sometimes I get lost in the sauce. What, I'm gonna scroll through here? Oh, I don't know, man. I don't see it. Dang, that must have been a while ago, man. My bad. Well, good to see you regardless. I kind of suspect that Microsoft is like 10 big divisions that all have a very clear vision. And then they get together in meetings at the end of the year and they're like, oh, shit. You were doing this? We got to make this work? Okay. Wow. I don't know if that message even came through, man. I hope you're doing well. All right, Mike is bringing the heat. It's an unpopular opinion, he says, but I think the project should the project should have a vision, and that no one project should try to be everything for everybody. Yeah, that's the old Unix philosophy, you know, just do one thing and do it well. Have a very clear idea of what exactly it is you're supposed to do. Don't try to be a jack of all trades. Just, you know, what is my purpose? And everything should be informed by that prime directive. I tend to agree with that, and I didn't know that was an unpopular opinion. Or maybe I just read that the wrong way. But I do feel like there are a lot of projects out there that they just start innocently enough. It's just a way to scratch the developer's personal itch. And then, you know, you open up issues on GitHub or GitLab, and randos come by and say, well, why doesn't this make bread for me? Could you make it make bread? And the guy's like, well, you know, I hadn't really thought about that, but if it makes your life easier. And then feature creep, it has design debt, all these buzzwords that, you know, we deal with every day. And by the end of the day, it's just this ungodly, just multi-headed Hydra Leviathan thing of evil. That's a good bounce right there, man. All right, let's try this. Okay, wall this bed up. And what we're going to do here, he's going to make a beeline for the bed, which is great. All I got to do is make it like a nice, decent landing area here. I didn't realize just how much of this stream was going to be just me placing dirt blocks, but here we are. Remember when I fell in the end a few streams ago? I think I just made that exact same gasp. Like, I saw nothing but darkness beneath me, and it took my brain a second to be like, we're fine. That's water. You have a totem of undying, worst comes to worst. It's not that bad, buddy. All right, we're back in action. Let's get back to it. Can I? I can. Go ahead and light this up. And actually, before it gets to be nighttime at all... Oh, there's a bed right here. I will sleep in Black Betty. Blam-a-lam. All right. That's why Micah never liked KDE. Always felt like it had too many choices, things to change. Yeah, that's definitely a fair and common criticism. And they have. Like, I really enjoy reading KDE's update posts. And I'm actually, I've got a bleeding edge PPA for KDE Plasma going on my system. So I'm always running the latest and greatest. But granted, like, you know, I'm that guy who likes to configure to meet like a very basic need, like a very basic setup. Like, as long as you give me enough options to make the very specific setup that I like, then I will never see the rest of it. So like once I got my setup going on KDE, I just don't see any of the like excess, arguably excess or confusing options out there. It's just like, all right, I'm Gucci. What do you mean KDE is hard to configure? I haven't had to configure a thing in like 2 years. Just because I haven't looked at the settings menu. But that kind of mindset's the exact reason why I'm very I was very curious to see all those Steam Deck reviews. Just because like I am very comfortable with this very specific setup that I have. My hardware is made. I chose my hardware specifically for Linux support. So I just live in like this beautiful little, you know, maybe a fantasy land where everything just kind of works out for me. And I don't have to touch anything. All right. Yes! It's time to start laying rails, baby. Dude, one of these days, I'm going to break a shulker box like this up on its very precarious perch. And I will be unable... It'll just, like, fall. Here, it's kind of safe. It'll just fall into the water. But every time I place it in the end, I'm like, oh, that's a little too close to the edge. And that contains a lot of very, pretty expensive things. Just turning off my night vision for now. My screen was slowly turning red, and we just can't have that. Oh my gosh, do I even get into like New Orleans and seeing Tool and all that? Just me rambling about my personal life while you guys are just, you know, held captive to a otherwise Minecraft stream? Let me tell you, it was awesome. Both were awesome. Like, Tool, for those of you who don't know, you youngins in the audience, you know? I guess I would describe them as like a progressive metal band. Like, definitely strong metal influences, but also like, you know, do a lot of like polyrhythms and weird time signatures. It's definitely like maybe like a musician's band. I don't know. Actually, I don't know if that last part's true. I don't know if it's a musician's band because I've never been too wild about Tool. And they are Zeta's favorite band of all time. So, and she's not, you know, I identify as a musician. Zeta does not. But I enjoyed it, man. Their live experience. They're one of those bands that it's not just about the music. They have like the full audio visual experience just queued up and done to a T. I don't have like any pictures and video from it because they're one of those bands. It's just like if I see the light of a cell phone in the audience, I'll just be so cripplingly disappointed. Why can't you idiots just focus on the music? So I got nothing, which, you know, I'm cool with. Plex server labeled them as pop rock. That's pretty good. Yeah, not so much. But, you know, as a drummer, Danny Carey's reputation precedes him. He's literally older than my parents, and he rips. There was because they are such a just tight style of music. Like all these musicians have to be like very on with each other. There were a couple times where I was like, ooh, his left hand was a little slow there. But I can't critique the guy. Like, he could drum circles around me. There's a couple of those moments where I was like, well, maybe it's an off night. Maybe it's not him just getting old. Terrifying thought. Just incredible though. Like nothing but paradiddles and double stroke rolls and just wonky time signatures. It was just so much fun to watch. Like, I probably don't listen to Tool all that often just because you have to think so much. Like, they're just one of those bands where it's more fun to dissect what they're doing and what's going on than it is to listen to them just like casually, at least in my experience. It's really hard for me to like casually listen to a lot of music because I'm like, oh, okay, like that drummer's doing that. That's pretty cool. Whoa, okay. I could change the time signature up here a little bit. Okay, that's interesting. Like, I want to dissect what's going on rhythmically. And Tool invites that almost to a fault, in my opinion. But to see them play this out live, again, was just awesome. So awesome. Here's what I'm going to do. Give me one more piece of dirt. Do I risk this? Yeah. I'm not risking anything. There we go. Just yeet him right back in here. Welcome back, Tommy! Yeah, like, especially when I, like, look into the lyrics of Tool, like, I understand why people enjoy Tool, you know? Like, despite them having that kind of inherent musical complexity, there is, like, a melodic side to them, and the lyrics are very deliberate and well thought out. It's just not normally my speed, you know? But I appreciate Tool, because they were like the nexus of this entire New Orleans weekend, which was so much fun. Oh my god. Well, Tommy, if you're going to come in here with IndyCar hate, I'm going to have to ask you to leave. Watch pro racers driving IndyCar on R Factor 2, and that was bad, he says. Several real racers in there, and they're all driving like morons. Ah. Okay. Nah, man. I think that a lot of people just they look at IndyCar as like a junior league for F1 when they're different sports and the strategy is pretty different as well. But, you know, maybe they were driving like morons. Maybe they were just like loose and having fun. I need more context. Because I do happen to enjoy IndyCar. And I'm also enough of an ignoramus about IndyCar that, you know, I can't get too worked up about them. Actually, this is an important shulker box. I gotta get back to that purple one. But that hurts me to read. Tommy Doodah. Dang, dude, I didn't have enough redstone over here at all. I need to get more redstone blocks. The worst thing is, this thing that I just spent an hour building, I'm going to have to deconstruct all of this once I get that villager in place. More of a disappointment on the quality of racing and not bashing the series itself. Of course. And yeah, maybe there's like extraneous factors. What do you call that? That would lower the quality of racing on this particular event. I don't know. But like my whole I keep going to F1, but like my whole racing experience outside of IndyCar is just watching that F1 Drive to Survive, which really is you know, a soap opera dramatic take on F1. Well, you know, if he's the best driver, then they got a pretty good incentive to take him out, you know? Sounds like good strategy to me. Put him into the wall. That's no, that's not normally how IndyCar works. It's still open wheel racing. You don't really like. It's pretty risky to have a car on car contact there. I was talking like an idiot. What's up, Tentacle Sand? It has been a minute. Good to see you. I was taken out for a week. By an ice storm and then a conveniently timed trip down to New Orleans, Louisiana. So, Yeah, apparently my house was without power for about 4 days, and I was here for 2 of those days. And it was awesome. It was awesome. Sometimes I just need to step away from the PC for a little bit. And it's even better when it's kind of forced upon me. Yeah, it was crazy, man. We got no snow. It was all freezing rain. And like the moment the rain made contact with any surface, it just froze immediately. So there are so many fallen trees around Shastatown, USA. Like there's a lot. One of the most redeeming qualities of Shastatown, USA, I would say, is that it is a very tree-heavy city. It's beautiful from the ground, beautiful from the air. And unfortunately, a lot of those trees are old, and you add a little bit of water weight to them, a little bit of ice weight, and they all come crashing down on power lines. Yeah, you know, that's the reason I came here. I was like, Shastatown, USA, that's my town. It's named after me. But yeah, my power went out Thursday morning, and apparently it came back. Oh, it wasn't 4 days, 3 days, like Saturday afternoon ish. But I was already living down in New Orleans for the weekend, so I didn't get to experience the worst of it, thankfully. I mean, it's like going. I'm gonna make an IndyCar reference because you know it just brought back up. But like James Hinchcliffe, you know, he's the mayor of Hinchtown. I guess the Shasta one could be the mayor of Shastatown, USA. I tell you what, I'm gonna whip this place into shape. Bring some crucial improvements and shoot off a few accidental fireworks while I'm at it. Okay, I'm here for redstone blocks. I gotta keep that in mind. Wow. I don't mind using this redstone, one, because I'm just gonna get the blocks back, let's be real. But two, one of the side effects of this raid farm is I'm gonna get some redstone back. So it's not enough to say I'm gonna truly have unlimited redstone, but redstone will be a renewable resource. So that's pretty hype. Also, I have some rams up here, which is also pretty hype. I think I'm gonna have to breed them as part of my achievement hunting on this world. That's actually, I gotta make a mental note. I got them pretty dang close. Tommy says there once was a soccer coach. His name was Wolfgang Wolf, and he coached Wolfsburg. No way, dude. That had to be the shortest job interview ever, you know. All right, next. What's your name, sir? Wolfgang Wolf. You're hired. Everyone else, you can leave. This is awesome. Just some guy who just rented a suit for the interview. Just, you know, just barely getting by. Walked in as Wolfgang Wolf. That's hilarious. Oh, man. What are some other examples of that? Gosh, I can't even think of any off the top of my head. It's just so dang perfect. I mean, how do you even beat that? His name is Wolfgang Wolf of the Wolfsburg soccer club. Football club, FC. Wolfsburg FC. That's good, dude. Gotta keep my eye on my watch over here because I got some trivia I'm going to. Whoosh. Oh, this is good. I'm starting to recognize, excuse me, I'm starting to recognize where I'm at in this world. Also, okay, Wilbur's actually under 50% now, so gotta watch out for that. Oh, what a landing! Dude, just stuck it. That's beautiful. Random Sweet coming in hot with the YouTube links. Oh man, so Wolfgang Wolfsburg got fired 15 to 20 years ago, and it just wasn't quite successful. All right, let's see what you got, Random Swee. Random Swee, have you been watching any of any of the Steam Deck breakdowns? Dude, Slag Small Sklubben. Slag Small Sklubben? Well, that's intense. Oh, at DreamHack, huh? All right, I'm down, Micah. A fun example of the name thing. The story has some security question kind of info, so I don't want to type it in chat. I gotcha. And I'll read that after the stream, just so I don't inadvertently just start rambling out these things. I kind of over prepared with these redstone blocks. Oh god. Well, it's powered. Mission accomplished. Our villager down there is still a villager. That feels successful. Okay, the way to do this. Bang. Yes, sir. Okay. I'm gonna have to listen after the stream though, Random Sweet. I can't get the wolves of the Digital Millennium Copyright Act on my tail again. Okay, he's gonna suffocate a little bit, but this also means that he cannot escape, which is very important to me. Did I bring a minecart? I kinda did. Well, butts. Not in that one. So is it in... That's the yellow stained glass. Lava bucket, that's the one. Can you name shulker boxes? Surely you can, right? Should be able to, like, deconstruct this. Oh, shit. Why do I do this? Okay. Well, I had to break it anyway, I guess. Up we go! On foot, unfortunately. Dude, 133 hours. Not bad. Just took a glimpse at my little script I wrote over here. Okay, so we got the hopper, and we got the minecart. Hey, yo! Kilberry! Good to see ya. Got all the illberries in the house over here. That was pretty funny, though, last stream when Noah stopped by. As the crowd was like, is everyone here an illberry? I'm going to play this. Do I have my... Yes, I do. Perfect. Yo, cutting yourself with a butter knife takes some skill. Oh, God. Go in, buddy. Go in. Okay. Yeah, this is all good. But he falls in. No! I thought that could get him. Well, hopefully it's not like a pretty serious cut. Zeta kind of did that to herself last few weeks ago. Nothing that required a hospital visit, but a lot of super glue and a real doctor. Why don't you go in the... What am I missing with minecarts? Like, why is it so hard to get these dudes into minecarts? Shit. Just like go in. Okay, so usually... Bro. He's freaking out. Doesn't he know that the way out of here is through this minecart? Oh my god, I'm gonna Google this. How to get villagers into minecarts. Boats are easy. Place a boat near a villager, then he gets in. You should get in the boat and row it to the minecart, break the boat, push the villager, and he will... No, it's not true. He won't. Oh, here's a link I've already looked at before. Getting villagers in minecart from 2020. Oh. Ay, 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 ay. The fishing rod strat. When the villager and minecart are trapped in a small area, use a fishing rod to rack the villager around while pushing the minecart. Actually, I wonder. Something that I used to do. I was waiting for it. I was like, what if I just look in there and he's back in the cart? Like he's in the cart. Oops. No. What? Okay. That was fairly straightforward. Kind of. I got weird definitions of straightforward, man. All right, let's give this a shot. Oh shit. Is that lit? Oh my god, I might be sending him to some zombies, dude. No, 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 no. Oh, he's up here. Good. Good. Totally, that was as intended. Be well lit. Wait here, buddy. Let me, Okay, his destination's lit. It's lit. This is so jank. Oh, almost there. I feel like 120 of my hours on this 133 hour world. It's just me moving villagers around. Like this is, it's pain. It's worth it. But oh my god, is it pain? No! You know what? I'll just do one of these numbers. So dang close too, man. See if this works. Of course it did. I was never worried. Okay, so in theory, one of my least favorite phrases, he should just go straight for the bed because it's nighttime. All right. Time to shulker box up. Get as much of this out of the way as we possibly can. Go ahead and make that minecart with hopper. All right. Whoop. That only took an hour and 20 minutes. Let me consult the guide over here. Go back to the top block you placed at Y121, which I did place. It's there. I don't know if I can land on a single block. Okay, I'm here for the talent. Let's see. Also, let's test my little villager bed island over there and see if he stays on it. Oh, you poor tortured man. So lonely. All right. Whoop. Look at this. Oh, no. Okay. Oh, first try. First try. All right. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. I don't always get those W's going my way. Face the pillow side of the bed down below. And then place the soul sand block to the left. Okay. Dude, I'm gonna be walking into trivia tonight and everyone's gonna be like, yo, Shasta, you feeling pretty good, man. Like what's with the good vibes tonight? I won't even be able to explain it. Just like walk in there with a nice strut. I stuck a 1-block landing with an elytra, bro. Sorry, what? Did you drink before walking into trivia? What are you talking about? Like it's hard to explain. Twitch.tv/Shasta1. Oh man, y'all, I'm gonna wrap it up on that victory there. I gotta get ready for the aforementioned trivia. But I know it's been a week. It's been a week. Thanks for being patient. Thanks for hanging out tonight. And yeah, hopefully we can resume this at a later time. I don't know. A lot of rambling tonight, but I'm pretty happy with it. So anyway, Micah, Kilberry, Random Sweet, Tommy Doodah, Tentacle Sand, Xtanium, Quantagon, Zimba, Absent Crabson, Soy Sauce. Man, we had a pile of people in here tonight. Absent Crabson, Alpine Giant, the other one that starts with an A. Balloon Fire. Oh my gosh, I just keep scrolling. I keep seeing Moria. And Dexter, the main man, thank you for the follow at the top of the hour. And I'll have to check that. I'll have to check out that YouTube clip when I can, Random Sweet. Thanks for the send, dude. All right, y'all. Have a fantastic night, morning, afternoon, wherever the heck you are. I'll catch you guys soon for more World 11 action or lack of action, depending on whether I'm building or not. All right. Take care of yourselves. Love one another. I'm out of here.